The restaurant's crystal chandelier cast a golden glow over the marble floor, reflecting the elegance that Clara James could never afford. She stood in the doorway, clutching her small, worn purse like a shield. Her shoes, scuffed but polished, were soaked from the rain, and the coat she wore still smelled faintly of detergent from the laundromat. She wasn't supposed to be here. Her best friend had convinced her to go on this blind date after months of double shifts at the clinic. "You deserve one night to feel like someone sees you, Clara," she'd said. But as Clara stood beneath the polished stares of waiters and diamond-draped guests, she wondered if it had been a mistake. Everyone here sparkled, everyone but her. She was about to turn around when a waiter gestured politely toward a corner table. "Mr. Ward is waiting for you, miss." Her heart nearly stopped. The Mr. Ward? As in Ethan Ward, the CEO her hospital staff whispered about? The man whose company funded half the city's clinics? Clara hesitated before walking toward him. Ethan sat alone, scrolling through his phone, looking every bit the man the world described. Sharp suit, expensive watch, confidence in every line of his posture. But up close there was something else, something quieter, a loneliness hidden behind the calm. She cleared her throat softly. "Excuse me, Mr. Ward?" He looked up. Their eyes met, and for a moment neither spoke. Clara saw intelligence, control, and fatigue in his gaze. He saw humility, warmth, and something unguarded in hers. She gave an awkward smile. I'm sorry if I'm not what you expected. I came straight from work. I didn't really have time to—" "You look perfect," he said gently, setting his phone aside. She blinked, caught off guard. "You don't have to say that." "I don't," he replied simply, "but I mean it." As the night went on, Clara slowly relaxed. She spoke about her life as a nurse, her late mother's lessons about kindness, her dream of opening a small community clinic someday. Ethan listened, leaning forward. Not because he had to, but because he wanted to. For the first time in a long while, someone was speaking to him like a man, not a brand. Not the CEO, just Ethan. Her laugh, soft, unfiltered, filled the quiet restaurant, and something inside him shifted. He found himself smiling. Not the polite kind he used for board meetings, but a real one, the kind he hadn't felt since his mother died years ago. When she dropped her spoon mid-conversation, embarrassed and whispered, "I'm sorry," he laughed, a genuine, low chuckle that made her blush even deeper. "I like that you're real," he said quietly. Clara looked up. "Real? Everyone I meet is rehearsed," he said. "You're alive." Her lips parted, but she couldn't find words. The warmth in his tone wasn't flirtation. It was recognition. By the time dessert came, the tension between them had melted into something tender, something neither of them expected when they walked in. And when she finally smiled, truly smiled, Ethan realized he was no longer thinking about stocks, deadlines, or anything at all. Just her. Rain pattered softly outside as they stepped from the restaurant, the city alive with headlights and reflections. Clara's hair clung to her cheeks, her coat thin against the chill. She hugged herself, laughing softly. "I can't believe I ate that much dessert. You must think I have no manners." "I think," Ethan said, holding out his umbrella, "you enjoyed yourself for once, and I'm glad." He walked beside her as they crossed the wet sidewalk, his jacket brushing her arm. Despite his calm expression, his mind raced. How strange that a single dinner could make him feel like he'd been starving for something he hadn't even named. When they reached the corner, Clara stopped. "This is me," she said, nodding toward the bus stop. He frowned. "You're taking the bus? At this hour?" She smiled gently. "Don't worry. I do this every day. It's safe." He shook his head. "At least let me drive you." "Ethan," she said softly, using his first name for the first time. "You don't have to." "I know." He met her eyes. "I want to." She hesitated, then nodded. In the car, silence filled the space between them, not awkward but fragile, like something too new to touch. The city light slid across her face, highlighting the tired grace in her features. "Clara," he said finally, voice low, "I meet hundreds of people every month. All of them want something from me. But you—" She turned to him. "Me? You wanted nothing," he said. "And that's exactly what I've been searching for." She didn't know what to say. Her throat tightened. For years she'd been overlooked, underestimated, unseen. Yet here was the man everyone admired, looking at her as if she was enough. When he stopped the car, she whispered, "Thank you. For tonight." Ethan smiled faintly. "Thank you. For reminding me what real feels like." He opened the umbrella and walked her to her building, the rain falling softly around them. Before she went inside, she turned and smiled. The kind of smile that stays in a man's mind long after she's gone. And as the door closed behind her, Ethan stood in the rain, heart unexplainably lighter. For the first time in years, the CEO didn't feel rich because of what he owned, but because of who he'd met.